guys. Well, we have some energy coming at us. We have some energy that we need to talk about. We are actually in perhaps, some of the deepest, most powerful and intense emotional energy that there is. There may really be some fears, insecurities, negative energy that is surfacing collectively over the next couple days. Things may really be coming to a head in one way or another. We are in the midst of a Sun Black Moon conjunction that is going to be playing out over the next 48 hours or so. And we also have Mars, the fire planet, in a very tight conjunction with Pluto, Lord of the Underworld, right now. So we are going down into the underworld over this next couple days, you guys, and we are doing this actually so that we can clear some karma and find our own light and rise back into that. But people may definitely not be on their best behavior over the next couple days, and things could get a little bit ugly. So let us get into this report and see how this is playing out, and maybe some of the most beneficial ways that we can use this very intense and powerful energy that is coming at us. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Today is Wednesday, June 29th, 2022. My name is Aubrey, and this is your astrological energetic outlook of the day. And if you guys stick with me till the end of the video, I am going to be talking about some tarot cards that also came out in correspondence with the energy, the astrology that is playing out right now, so we can just get a more well-rounded, holistic overview of the energy as it is imprinting in the field today. So let's get into the astrology first. Right off the bat, in our Cancer new moon cycle, if you guys missed my video on the Cancer new moon from yesterday, you may want to check that one out because this is a pretty serious cycle. Our new moon was in a conjunction to the black moon and it was 1 degree off. So that means today we are heading into exact Sun black moon conjunction territory. And the Sun conjuncts the black moon once a year, wherever the black moon is, whatever sign the black moon is in. When the Sun gets to that sign in that same degree, we have a Sun black moon conjunction that starts a new cycle of the Sun and the black moon, and exposing some shadows to us that have been operating in the depths of our psyche. Fears, doubts, worries, insecurities coming up to be cleared. However, because of the way that things are playing out this cycle, you guys, in perfect alignment with a lot of the other things that have been playing out recently, this is being taken up to a whole nother level, because not only do we have the Sun and the black moon in a conjunction, we also have the moon in the same sign. I mean, yesterday for our new moon, when the Sun and the moon came to the exact alignment in the sign of Cancer, that's what gives us our new moon. This alignment happened only 1 degree off from the black moon. And now we have the Sun moving into exact conjunction, same degree as the black moon, and that moon is still transiting the sign of Cancer. Now, if we were to take our Sun out of the picture, I would still be talking today about us being in some black moon energy, because black moon energy occurs whenever the moon, which is sort of a trigger that activates various planets and their energy because it rules our feelings and our internal environment, what's going on inside of us, our emotions. When the moon comes into the sign where the black moon is, or the sign opposing the black moon, this is known as a black moon day, as black moon energy, because it is triggering the black moon, and the black moon shadow side issues are activated by the moon's placement in either conjunction with the sign with the black moon, or this opposition, the oppositional sign from the black moon. So that being said, we would be in black moon energy anyways right now, even if the Sun wasn't also in an exact conjunction with the black moon. So because of the way this is playing out, because of the timing this year for the Sun's annual Sun black moon conjunction, the moon also being in the sign of Cancer, this is really, in terms of our soul and our spirit, in alignment with these underworld energies, with these shadow energies, with these black moon energies. And to make it even more intense, you guys, we're talking about this alignment happening in the sign of Cancer. Right now, in the oppositional sign from Cancer, the sign of Capricorn, we have Pluto, the Lord of the Underworld, also ruling the underworld, things hidden behind the surface, the deep recesses of the psyche, and the more shadow sides of our being that is up for transformation. And we're breaking things down. We're breaking down sort of our structures that we've been existing in from the past, with Pluto also in the end of Capricorn. But that's sort of a side note here. The reason I'm saying that is because the moon in its transit through the sign of Cancer while we have the sun in a conjunction to the black moon, is also going to be coming into the opposition with Pluto. So this next 24 hours or so, today moving into tomorrow, around tomorrow evening is sort of when this energy breaks. We have the sun, the moon, and also Pluto and the black moon, like all interwoven in this like ball of shadows that are rising to the surface, so that we can really gain an awareness of some things that have some negativity that we've been holding inside of us, and the impact that maybe that is having on our ability to move forward and create the existence and the reality for ourselves that we are interested in, essentially, at this point in time. Now, another aspect of this, which I will get into talking about more as we get into this report, is this Mars-Pluto square that we have going on between Mars in Aries, his home sign, and Pluto in Capricorn. And this is also bringing in some very heated and intense conflict potential and energy. So we'll get to that in a minute, but I just sort of wanted to give you guys like a little glimpse of everything that is playing out today and the way that things are sort of interplaying together. So first of all, we have this black moon going on. It's actually the black moon is going to be in an exact conjunction with the sun from about like noonish today, maybe a little after noon, all the way until about 4 p.m. tomorrow. So this is taking us, it's not just like a one-day thing. I will be back on this channel talking more about this aspect as it is playing out tomorrow, because the moon is making different aspects between today and tomorrow, and that is sort of like the difference in the way that this energy may be playing out. Today we have Chiron, tomorrow we have Pluto. So, but I mean, it's all really sort of blending together, but we will break it down. Anyways, until 4 p.m.-ish tomorrow, we have this conjunction going on when our ego, like our spirit, like our self, is in alignment with the shadows, like shining a light into the more darker places within us that we don't maybe like to look at. And this can also create sort of like a separation between us and like our loved ones or our family or our home or our place of origin or the things that we care about. We can tend to feel a little bit isolated, a little bit on our own, a little bit cast out potentially in this energy as well as it is playing out. But it is going to pass, you guys, and we need not get super attached to the emotions that we are feeling over this next couple days. We're really in a period of karmic clearing right now. Things that have been just repressed and held under the surface are coming up so that they can be released and integrated and acknowledged. That's really what this is pushing towards, but it can manifest in some really like more ugly ways. So we just want to be aware of what is transpiring and what is going on. Do not expect people, as I said, to be on their best behavior. Like having very low expectations for, people generally over the next couple days is probably going to set us up for success in some type of a way. If we have these expectations of people to sort of be acting how they normally do or on their best behavior or something like that, like probably setting ourselves up for a bit of disappointment, a bit of a letdown. So if we just kind of, are willing to take a minimum from people at this point in time, sort of like give people a break on stuff, we are probably going to be able to maintain a more positive viewpoint on things ourselves. People are definitely going to be likely acting out and projecting out of fear and out of wounding, deep subconscious emotions and like psychological complexes that are driving behavior over this next couple days, perhaps in a very like unconscious, subconscious way, like people not even knowing, how they're acting or what they're doing or the impact that it's having or what they're acting out in this energy. It sort of honestly, like the way that this is coming together, like it kind of reminds me of like borderline personality disorder. Like that is sort of the energetic vibe collectively. And obviously most people do not have that, but a lot of people may be acting like that or displaying symptoms of a situation like that over this next couple of days as we're going through this energy, sort of like relentless, obsessive, compulsive, selfish energy, coercion, manipulation. It can be very like cruel and ruthless as well. Rage, anger, like that's sort of like uncontrollable and just like seeping up from the depths of things. And also very fierce power struggles and disagreements may also be things that are going on over the course of this next couple days. And again, remember, like once we get through the weekend into Friday and into the weekend, the moon is going to move into Leo. This is a return of the light. The moon in Leo is also going to form a trine to Jupiter. This is some expanded positive energy in alignment with this return of the light and the emphasis out of the underworld. So we are not like doomed in this energy, you guys. Again, this is something that we are experiencing to clear out these repressed negative emotions that have been going on inside of us, and people, they may be exploding out, I guess, in some cases. And this, because of the black moon in Cancer right now, and also today, you guys, like I said, we are dealing with the moon in Chiron today. The moon in the sign of Cancer, mid degrees of Cancer today, is going to be forming a square to Chiron in Aries. Chiron rules early childhood wounding and all types of wounding and trauma. And the moon and the sun and the black moon all in Cancer right now, these are issues that are coming up, most likely that could be related to the mother or the family or the home or the place of origin or early childhood wounding that has created these subconscious complexes or this repressed anger and like rage or depression as well that is coming up in this energy. And that is sort of the root. That is what it's stemming from. This is happening most likely because of, like I said, these family issues, these mother issues, these root-based issues. Also, this triggering fears of abandonment, deep anger and resentment, and even like hatred and stuff potentially. But it's coming from these feelings that are turned inwards towards ourselves that are then being projected out in this energy. And again, like we are in a month right now that is trying to help us gain some serious awareness of our own darkness, of our own shadows, of our own negative subconscious programming that keeps us in these self-perpetuating loops and prohibits us from being able to break these karmic cycles, to break these generational cycles of trauma and stuff like that. We are transitioning ages right now, you guys, into the age of Aquarius. And in order to get there, in order to go through this paradigm shift, we have to purify and cleanse and transform our energy body and our karmic attachments. And we have to clear this karma. And that is what is coming up in this energy. And that is why this is happening. And that is also why this is a very powerful new moon cycle that we are in right now. And we are heading towards at the end of July. And I will talk more about this in my July overview that's going to be coming out this next couple days. But we are heading towards a Mars Uranus North Node conjunction. And when this conjunction hits, you guys, things are gonna, something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen that is gonna change things in a big way, that is actually, in the long run, going to end up setting things right and leading towards some type of genuine liberation that helps us to like align with what is true and authentic and right for us and really like be on the proper path to develop like our soul's purpose and stuff like that moving forward. And that is what this energy, this black moon energy this month, and this lunar cycle, this Cancer lunar cycle is really leading into. But it is likely to get quite intense out there. And then, like I said, we are building into right now this square between Mars and Pluto. Mars right now is at 27 Aries. Pluto right now is retrograde at 28 Capricorn. This square, this Mars-Pluto square, is going to happen with Pluto at the exact degree of the Pluto return of the United States natal chart. This is a revolutionary energy, you guys. This is like wiping the slates clean and building something new. This is hugely transformative that is coming up, and it's breaking down a lot of the established structures and power and control dynamics that we have been existing within that have been limiting our growth and expansion and expression in alignment with our authentic truth and our ability to go through this vibrational shift and align with what is authentic and real for us and tap our potential and be able to play our role in this transition of ages right now. It starts with, microcosm, macrocosm. It starts with us making these individual changes, and over time it extrapolates outwards until it is just, this big snowball effect, and that those are the dominating frequencies. The Aquarian frequencies are the dominating frequencies. But we are breaking down, you guys, the last of the Pisces paradigm, and it's just happening, and it's happening on an internal individual level in order for it to be a chain reaction that trickles out to the group, the overall whole, the collective of humanity. So we are dealing with these concepts within us, first of all, and then in our individual lives and circumstances, and then on the, world stage collective level. So there's really this like trifold of ways that this energy is likely playing out, but everything is a reflection of what's going on within us. And that is something that we are going to learn a lot more about and gain a much greater handle over as we transition into this new age and we really begin working more with the laws of this reality and co-creating with God and universe. But that is why we need to purge, purify, let these emotions out, and experience whatever perhaps ugliness we need to experience to maybe snap us out of something, or open our eyes to something, or bring us to the end of something, or help us release ourselves in some way from some type of karmic burden, karmic loop, karmic cycle, karmic attachment that is no longer beneficial to us or contributing to our growth in alignment with this new version of ourselves that we're rebirthing and creating right now, that can exist within the paradigm of this Aquarian age that is incoming. Pluto square Mars, you guys, and again, this is something that we will be talking about over the course of this next few days. This has two very strong potentials. On one hand, creative transformation, very, very much indicated by this. On the other hand, these fierce power struggles, disagreements, fights, arguments, can be taken honestly, even to the point of violence. That is something that could be coming up over this next, few days and into the weekend while we have this square that is in effect. Both of the rulers of the South Node, you guys, Mars and Pluto, are forming this square. The South Node is currently in the sign of Scorpio. The South Node rules karma, the past, what we are releasing ourselves from in order so that we can go in this new direction and make this paradigm shift, recreate our own personal world as our chain in the reaction of the recreation of reality that is underway right now as we are going through the shift of ages. So this is sort of telling me, with Mars and Pluto in the square ruling the South Node in Scorpio, also with Uranus coming closer and closer into conjunction with the North Node, again, whatever is happening in this energy is happening to help us break ourselves free, release ourselves, purify ourselves from the karmic attachments of the past. And that's what this is just about, pushing us to a point of breakdown or breakthrough, purification, release, transformation. This is also perhaps a very destructive energy. And there I will, as I get to the end of this report, you guys, I am going to give you some positive uses of this energy, because there are definitely some positive ways to use this energy that can really benefit us and that can help to offset some of the more negative tendencies that can also be coming through at this point in time. But that's what this is pushing towards. It is pushing us towards a breakdown and a breakthrough. Taking action to assert ourselves and our independence versus long-standing established power and control dynamics. That is another huge aspect of this. This is Mars in Aries. This is the warrior. This is the pioneer. This is Mars in his home sign with his energy, the most pure and the most powerful and the most activated and the most creative as well. This creative transformation is energy with Pluto in the square is very, very strong right now. Pluto is in Capricorn, in the very last degrees of Capricorn, again, at the degree of the United States natal Pluto return for the USA. This is breaking down. Pluto rules death and destruction and rebirth. It's like the Phoenix energy. Capricorn rules long established orders of power and control. With Pluto in the very end of Capricorn, this is the destruction of the previous matrix of power and control. This is the destruction of the old world. This is the downfall of the Pisces paradigm that is birthing this new age in alignment with the human revolutionary spirit, authenticity, truth, liberation, to live in that and to tap the potential and to activate the destiny and to co-create with God and universe, the water bearer, pouring out the energy of the divine that is held within the vessel in order to create. This is where we're going. This is what we're doing. But with Mars in the square to Pluto in Capricorn, this is new versus old as well. Mars rules the youth, the younger warrior energy, the fresh warrior archetype. Saturn rules the old general, the old order of things. This is this new fresh energy up against this old dominant energy, the human spirit also versus these systems of control, the individual versus the establishment, individual will versus the established order. These are the things that are coming to a head over this next couple days, and today specifically in the midst of this black moon energy that is also bringing up these fears, insecurities, worries, doubts, especially about like our place in the family, our place in the home, our ability to receive love and support and appreciation, and like our self-worth and our self-respect and stuff like that as well. So, you know, very, very just intense, deep, powerful, emotional energy that is likely to be coming up today and tomorrow that we are navigating. Most likely, you know, again, it's just coming to the surface, and it could be coming out, spilling out, exploding out in some likely like intense and eruptive ways. The darkness of people, you guys, over this next couple days, likely to be on full display. Releasing and acknowledging this energy, that is why this is happening. And this is, let's talk about, first of all, what this is not a good period of time for, what these are not a good couple days for. Not a good couple days for getting in the way of other people. Not a good couple days for being in crowds or around big groups of people or involving ourselves in drama of any kind. We don't want to be responding to things impulsively as this energy plays out. Again, this can be a very destructive energy, and it's a very emotional and very explosive and very intense. And this is the type of energy where you're gonna want to wait before you send that angry text message or that angry like email or make that phone call or something like that. Like, we need to wait, you guys, probably until at least Friday, Saturday, if not Monday. That would be best. This is the energy where we don't want to just be having an impulsive emotional response based on like a obsessive or compulsive or like relentless internal angst or emotion that's going on within us. We want to find another way to channel this energy. We want to, you know, write out what you want to say. Don't send it. Wait a couple days. Wait till the energy passes. Read it again and decide if you still want to send that once the vibes shift a little bit. This is not the energy where we want to go like picking fights and stuff like that, for sure. Very destructive, like I said, and things are sort of getting pummeled a bit in this energy. We want to wait until the energy clears, and we want to have patience with ourselves and our loved ones and our family members and stuff, maybe a little more so than usual, and sort of, again, like give some slack, give a little bit of space. Don't crowd people. Don't be in people's business. Like, step back, you know, like just sort of let things be, let people be. Try not to be over controlling or over possessive or over critical. Like, these are the type of things that could really cause some situations that we don't want to be necessarily dealing with. Now, that being said, what is today a good day for? It's a great day, first of all, for minding our own business and taking action to creatively transform our own world, our inner world, and as well as like our physical world around us. Now, again, this is a destructive energy. However, there are aspects of life, there are parts of our life and things that we do that require destruction, that require demolition. And this is a very good period of time for involving ourselves with those activities. If you got a renovation that needs to go on, this is a very good week to get it done. If there's a demolition that needs to happen, this is when we want to do it. If there's something that needs to be like taken down and totally reorganized and rebuilt, restructured, this is the energy to get it done. Upgrades, renovations, demolitions, hard work on projects, transforming things. This creative transformation aspect of this Pluto energy is where we want to put our energy, as opposed to like the fierce power struggles and conflicts and disagreements. Self-analysis, inner work, inner healing. These are all like putting our energy into some very deep regeneration, healing. Another very good way to use this energy. Anything that requires, like I said, breaking something down to make it better or to transform it or evolve it in some type of a way, this is how we get ahead of the energy, you guys, because these are the vibes that are going to be playing out anyway. So it's like we can either sort of like start working with the energy and using it and just like going with the flow of it, but doing it in a way that is benefiting us somehow. Or we can just sort of not do that and allow ourselves to be pulled into these dramas and these situations that we're sort of experiencing the same breakdown in various ways as well. And what's going to happen at this point in time is, for the most part, probably necessary. If we do find ourselves getting into these fights and conflicts, like, we don't want to be hard on ourselves about that either, because that is just primed in the field right now. And there may be some things that need to happen. Like, there may be some conflicts that need to occur. Like, we may need to experience some of these more destructive things. Like, maybe there's some relationships or some just dynamics, power and control dynamics in our lives that need to shift and break down. And this is the time when it needs to happen as we head towards this North Node Uranus Mars conjunction that is coming up at the end of this month. But for the most part, that's sort of like what I'm thinking, that like we want to be like sort of actively using this energy to make upgrades to our own life and to find the areas of our life that need sort of like a phoenix moment, that need to sort of be broken down and fixed, repaired, like any of this type of stuff, you guys. Good way to use this energy. And it actually sort of like spontaneously started happening with me this morning when I was making this video, because I've been getting like so hot when I've been recording these videos in the place that I had been recording them before at my desk, because like at this time in the morning, the sun is like blasting through the big windows behind me and just like heating up like my back and everything. And I get hot making these videos anyway. So it's been getting like a little bit uncomfortable. And so this morning, before I shot this video, I literally just like spontaneously, I wasn't even planning on doing this, but just like had this desire and spent like an hour trying to like move the camera around and like my whole house and find like other places that might be good for filming, that might like help me do it or feel more comfortable just generally as I'm doing these videos, because I sit here for a minute, you know what I mean? And so like actively transforming after, because I wrote my report and everything, like prepared for, or not my report, but like my notes, my outline and everything, and prepared to do this video. And then I just like went on this tangent of doing that. And then I got done and I was like, wow, I literally just spent like an hour actively transforming, what I'm doing with my set, with my environment on these videos, after I just got done writing notes about how active transformation, creative transformation is what we need to be doing right now. So even just like little things like that, you may find yourself like experiencing or may just be happening in this energy. But y'all, like, that's basically what I have to say today. We need to have hope. Right now, we have the Earth today at 9 degrees of Capricorn, that Sabian symbol that is in opposition to the Black Moon Sun conjunction, 9 Capricorn. The Sabian symbol is an angel carrying a harp. And so, there is divine support, there is divine assistance, and there is like this frequency and this harmony that is coming through. And we just need to realize and remember that this is happening like according to a higher plan that is necessary in order to, whatever our circumstances are, either to, help us clear this karma, help us break generational cycles, help us liberate ourselves in order to like embody our authentic truth, help us break away from maybe like our own self-limiting beliefs or our own like internal structures that have been holding us back from being able to achieve in alignment with our soul, what will bring us soul fulfillment or activate our destiny. We're all being forced to wake up right now. And, when you get a wake up call and you don't necessarily want to get up, a lot of times that can make you act sort of ugly and sort of like miserable and sort of angry. But it's time, you guys. The angels carrying the harp. We are sounding the trumpets. It's time to wake up. And, we just may be navigating some grumpy attitudes and behavior in the meantime. So you guys, that is essentially what I have to say about our Black Moon energy that is coming through for us today. And again, this should pass by Friday. The moon is going to leave Cancer and leave opposition with Pluto and the Black Moon energy, and it's going to move into the sign of Leo, which is ruled by the sun, which is ruled by the light. And like I said, it's going to form the trine to Jupiter in Aries as well. So this should definitely be sort of like restoring some optimism, restoring some hope, restoring some faith in ourselves, and also helping us to really like sort of see and embody like the light again. But we are still going to have this Mars Pluto square that is playing out as well. So this energy is going to be with us for a few days, and I will continue talking about it, you guys. We will have another Black Moon, Pluto report to do tomorrow. Though, like I said, today we have the moon in Cancer forming the square to Chiron. Tomorrow we are going to have the moon in Cancer forming this square to Mars in the opposition to Pluto, setting up a T-square with these planets. So that's what I have to say about the energy for today. Let's talk about the tarot for a second. I got so many cards this morning, you guys. So I'm not going to like analyze every single one of them. They just, like, so many came out, but they're telling, I'm going to tell you overall what this message is saying. First of all, and I'll show you the cards. First of all, we got the Page of Swords, followed by the Ace of Wands. This, to me right here, this is uncontrollable, like, passion or rage or anger or expression. This is like the Page of Swords. This is a communication energy. The Page, though, this is immature. This is like lack of self-control in the way that we are communicating. This is also sort of like immature communication, or just not a lot, like I said, like not a lot of self-control in terms of how we're using our words and what's coming out of our mouth. And then with the Ace of Wands behind that, that is like these emotions, like that is like pure passion. Like that could also be like this rage or just this anger, or this desire to creatively transform into something. But this, to me, these two cards coming out first is talking about sort of like a lack of being able to control like our passion or the intensity of our emotions in this energy, or just, acting a bit immature and just sort of, maybe like not using our words wisely, like things just sort of spilling out or exploding out of people in this energy. And then the next series of cards that we had coming out of the deck, like they were all basically in reverse. We got the Seven of Cups in reverse, the King of Pentacles in reverse, the Six of Wands in reverse, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and also Temperance in reverse. First of all, with Temperance and the Four of Pentacles in reverse also coming out at the end of this sequence of cards, I feel like this is also talking about like a lack of self-restraint, a lack of patience, a lack of balance, a lack of ability to sort of temper things out over the course of this next couple days as well. So when we talk about, these four cards in combination, this Page of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and then the Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Temperance in reverse, again, like I feel like this is us like not having a lot of patience, like not being, in like a whole bunch of like self-control, like sort of saying what's on our mind, perhaps. And then we had these three cards. We're talking about the Seven of Cups in reverse, the King of Pentacles in reverse, and the Six of Wands in reverse. We're probably like the bulk of the message and like why this is happening again is like there's just this like not knowing what we want, like not being able to choose, not being able to make a choice, feeling like our world or our ground is unstable beneath us. And again, this King of Pentacles in reverse, this can also be like feeling like we are being like cast out, or we are like not the king of our kingdom, or we are like feeling disempowered, or like we are lacking abundance in some type of a way. And then the Six of Wands in reverse, this is also about like feeling like we're not winning, feeling like we're not getting ahead, feeling like we're not stable. So there's just a lot of lack of stability, lack of certainty, these fears, worries, insecurities, and doubts about our ability to be successful going forward, and also to lay a sturdy, solid foundation for ourselves with this Cancer Black Moon energy. It's like, are we going to be safe going forward? Can we be successful? Will we be rewarded? Will we be able to make the right choice? Like these fears, these insecurities, these doubts that are coming up, and creating perhaps like expressions, verbal expressions, or something going on, this passion that is being unleashed, these intense feelings that are being unleashed that we are just sort of like not really in that much control of, or not, just like our patience and stuff is a little bit on the rocks today. But on the back of the deck, then we had the Eight of Cups. And so ultimately also it's like being upset about having to walk away from something as well that we know we have to do about this transformation, about this change. It's like that wake up call analogy that I was using. It's like we have to wake up to the harsh truth of something, which means that we're going to have to change a lot. We're going to have to transform, and maybe we're not happy about that. Maybe we're resisting. This is also like temper tantrum vibes. Like that's another thing. Like, and with the page of, where is it? The page of swords and the ace of wands, this is also temper tantrum. So sort of, just people not on their best behavior, like having to deal with these negative emotions, having to face the truth about things that they would rather not do because it changes what is going to happen now. And, this might be hard. We may have been much happier with our heads stuck in the sand, but we are not in the Pisces era anymore, you guys. We're in the Aquarius era. And for all the, preference that the Pisces vibe may have for sort of like merging back into source and ignoring all the difficulties and, pretending that everything is great when in reality, like it's all crumbling down around us, the Aquarian vibe is exactly the opposite. The Aquarian vibe is going to point out every single crack, like because it's there and because we're not going to ignore it and because we want to fix it, and we can't fix it if we don't see it, if we ignore it. I mean, if we want our Aquarius is also originally ruled by Saturn. It's like if we want what we have to be enduring and to last and to serve the test of time and to provide a fixed, stable surface for us to grow in structure, to grow and to thrive into, like we have to pay attention to the cracks, because if we just ignore them, then eventually the whole thing's going to crumble. And that's sort of like the difference. Like we're moving out of an energy that was very supportive of sort of like overlooking or ignoring the small problems, the small issues in order to sort of maintain some type of image or some type of cohesion, like to not rock the boat, to not cause conflict within the group. So we can all sort of like school together and be on the same page about stuff. Well, not anymore, you guys. And this is, we are just moving into a period of time that we have to take accountability. We have to be able to point out those cracks so that we can make sure where we're going and who we're becoming and what we're transitioning into in this age that we're creating is sturdy, solid, and being done right. And it may be bringing up a little bit of temper tantrums because of the changes that need to happen and what we need to walk away from at this point in time. But it doesn't matter. We're going to do it anyways. And then under that on the deck, we had the star, the card representing Aquarius. So there you go, you guys. We are walking away whether we like it or not, and we are moving towards this new Aquarian paradigm age that is coming in right now, and maybe provoking some pretty negative backlash, negative response, but it's a part of the process. And we got to clear this karmic mess sort of that we've been accumulating for some period of time. So that's what we have, you guys, in terms of the cards as they are playing out today. Let's grab one more card now. We are going to grab a synchronicity card and see if there is just one piece of advice that God wants to give us on top of everything to go through this day. All right, here it is, the card that just flipped over. We actually got two cards and they said seek the spirit and seek the truth. So that's interesting. Oh, and then we actually have a third card that flipped over as well, and it says decide. So we have these three cards today. Apparently, God, Spirit, Universe, higher power felt that we needed some extra advice. So let's just quickly read these cards. The first card that came out said, seek the Spirit. It says, there is no power but of God, Romans 13:1. We got so many cards today. I got so many tarot cards today. There must just be some like messages and advice that Spirit wanted to communicate with us and wanted us to know in this energy. Okay. There is no power but of God, Romans 13:1. When you have a problem, become aware of the power of God to help you. There is no power but that of God. Seek the Spirit of God within you. Do not give power to others to affect you or the situation. Know that God is there for you, already solving this problem. Find joy in your heart with this knowledge. God is there for you. There is no problem that God cannot handle. Now let's read Seek the Truth. God divideth the light from the darkness. Wow, sun conjunct black moon, huh? Genesis 1:4. Are you sure you know what is true and false about the situation? Just because you do not see results yet doesn't mean that the answer is not on its way to you now. Remember, everything in the world must move over just a bit before your wish can come true. Know that God is working on it now. The power of God is working in and through you, and you will triumph. Do not judge by appearances. You cannot see everything that is happening. And the last card, it says, decide, and a house divideth against a house falleth. Luke 11:17. When you cannot make your mind up about something, you are battling in your own mind. Your house is unstable. Come to a clear-cut decision about a situation and follow what is right and good. Stick to that decision. Do not waver. So that's some pretty serious advice that we have coming in for today as we are navigating. Seek the spirit, you guys. Seek the truth. And decide. So that is what we're working with today. That is the advice from God, universe. That is how things are playing out in terms of the stars coming through in the cards. That's what I have to say today, you guys. I hope I was able to provide something for you that can help you as you're navigating whatever is coming at you today. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys liked this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends if you think that they would like this and be interested in this too. Leave me comments, you guys. I absolutely love your comments. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. I have a Facebook page, a Facebook group, a website, and some other social media stuff in my description box below. And come back with me tomorrow, you guys. We are going to have more black moon energy to talk about, but we are adding into it this T-square that's going to be setting up by the moon in Cancer, Pluto in Capricorn, Mars in Aries. So we're going to have more of this type of stuff to talk about tomorrow. I'll be here. You should be here too. You don't want to miss it. And I will see you then, everyone. Have a beautiful day. And remember, engage in some creative, active transformation, because that is a good way to not get caught in the flow of the frequencies that are out there today. See you guys later.